By the way, that song there is from a game called Project Warlock. I highly recommend that game. It's very fun. If you like boomer shooters, you're going to love that game. It's fantastic. I've played it on this channel before, I believe. If I haven't, then I'm going to in the near future. I'm pretty sure there's a sequel to it, which is also really amazing. So definitely check those out. Anyway, I'm Mr. Deadman. Welcome to Rant and Chill. Tonight on this stream, we're going to be talking about Love Bites, Baby Metal, and NEMOPHILA. Not necessarily because the fandom is shared, because not really. I mean, some like Love Bites more than Baby Metal, some like Baby Metal more than Love Bites, some like NEMOPHILA over all those. But we'll talk about all of it here because I enjoy it. It's what I like to do. And you know what? According to my stats on YouTube, majority of the people who like tune into this channel, who watch this channel, watch the videos here on the streams, are in Japan. Okay. All right. If you are in Japan and you're watching some American guy who's wearing a leather jacket, and shades indoors, let me know in the comment section. Like, I'm really curious. I'm really curious about that. Yeah. I just find that interesting. And, if you like this sort of thing, press the like button, share, subscribe, all that stuff. And another thing too, man, if you're like, man, Mr. Deadman, you've been kind of distracted. You know what's going on. It's been a while. I know it has, hasn't it? It has. I've been distracted with what I could describe as just crap. I could get into it. It would be more of a rant and chill topic, But here tonight, we're just going to be chilling. We're going to be chilling, going to be talking about Love Bites, Bandmade, and NEMOPHILA and that stuff. But maybe in a future stream, upcoming stream, could definitely talk about... well, I'll just put it this way. It's an issue of priorities, okay? I have like 2 different channels. And it's like, I've kind of feel like this channel... Like, I designed this channel because I wanted to get away from, I guess, covering what I would say, I guess, like tabloid drama. You know what I'm talking about. Just various channels that cover like the drama stuff related, particular, I guess, with drama stuff related to small channels that maybe no one really knows about. Like, I want to get away from that. But it's like, okay, then why don't you? What's stopping you? Nothing. Nothing's really stopping me. There's a part of me for some reason who's drawn to be like an instigator just for the sake of being an instigator. And like, I don't know, I just look at it and I see that it is going nowhere, and it is a waste of time, and it's not fruitful, it's not helpful in any way, and it's like, what? Just be another negative ass on the internet, like on YouTube. I don't need that. You don't need that. All right, so gonna be focused more on Rant and Chill. Be chilling more. The other channel, I'll bring it back to what it was meant to be, horror related, and that's it. Anyway, with that said, we're gonna talk about Love Bites here. First thing first, there is... All right, I'll put this on the screen here. Let's talk... Oh, I had a new video out there for Glory to the World, which people seem to have appreciated. Not appreciated, but people seem to like it. It is a good video. I like doing that. It was... they're kind of like extended reaction. So like, I've already reacted to everything Baby Metal, not Baby Metal, so Love Bites. I've already reacted to everything Love Bites and Baby Metal, so that was on my mind too. So at this point, it's kind of like, well, what else can I do? And I like to explore these songs. Let's go a little bit deeper. Let's get into like how the song was developed and various themes about the song and all that. So okay, we did that. We did that with the Glory to the World. You guys seem to enjoy it, and I will be doing more of that. It's a lot better than just when I was doing the like looking at the lyrics and kind of like figuring out what they mean, because it's like, okay, that's okay and all, but it's like, well, sometimes the song is pretty straightforward, and then it's like it makes it kind of dry I want to put more things in there, like various facts and various things that people may not know about the song into that. I think that'd be good. Anyway, Devin, did you see the God Would Sin and the into King Collab? I caught that a little bit. But then the video just disappeared before I could even finish it. So, well, that is something. Anyway, let's go ahead and put this on the screen here. All right. So, and related to Love Bites here, one other thing I want to talk about is that, of course, looking forward to the new album that's coming out. Very curious when we're going to get a single. I wonder if it's going to be next month. I mean, we should be getting something soon, I would imagine. I think one thing that I think every Love Bites fan can agree on is that whoever handles their marketing, could be doing a better job. Really could be doing a lot better of a job there, because there seems to be no real announcement or activity other than like the main member channels. Like I don't really see much. What I'm saying is the announcement seems to be very minimal. Like the announcement for Fami is minimal compared to the announcement of the Bass's audition. The Bass audition was blasted. Like, if you're a Love Bites fan, or if you're Love Bites like you sort of like them, maybe not a diehard fan, maybe you don't consider yourself a member of the Wolf Pack, but you enjoy the occasional song. You probably heard about the Bass audition, but you probably didn't hear about the Fami. Maybe you did, but what about the new album? It's kind of like, well, it could do a better job on pushing the message out there, making sure everybody is informed on this. Where is the new single? That's one thing people could be asking here. That's one thing I'm asking. I mean, Baby Metal has a new album coming out next year as well, and we already have 2 singles, Divine Attack and Monochrome, and I think we might get another. I'm not 100% positive. I was informed that we would. Well, not by a particular person, but I think I've read that somewhere or heard that somewhere. So I'm hopeful. that that's right. I want to wake up tomorrow, or maybe, a couple days from now, and be like, oh, look, there's a new single. Amazing stuff. But the reason why I have Fami here on the screen here is because I want to talk about her a little bit in particular. So Fami had a live stream that she did the other day, a couple days ago. And it's hard to really watch it and understand what she's talking about because, well, she speaks only Japanese. I think she might speak some English. I'm not sure. But, of course, the live stream, she's speaking Japanese. And, I don't really know what she's saying. And, of course, a lot of us as fans be like, well, what is she saying? What's going on there? Well, you put on Google Translate, it doesn't really help you all that much. I mean, I went through it. It's like, well, she was talking about clothing. She was talking about clothing, talking about family stuff, about how she lost track of the ages of her siblings and all that. Did talk about drinking a little bit, toss drinks back, but she doesn't really do that. It sounded like there was. Here's how bad Google Translate is. Google Translate made it sound as if Fami was talking about drinking tobacco. Okay, all right, that's so bad Google Translate is. All right, which that's going to come up again when we're talking about NEMOPHILA stuff. Okay, all right, all right. Now, but the other thing she mentioned in that stream was that there was this video where she was like chased by cockroaches or bugs or something, where she was like panicking on this panicking about cockroaches. Hello from Eastern Ohio. Enjoyed your vids. Hope you have a great holidays. Thank you, Brian Little. Thank you so much. Oh yeah, I had some fun doing some shorts. YouTube wants you to do shorts, that helps promote stuff. It's like, okay, fine, I'll do some stuff. There was 2 shorts I did today, both of which for Baby Metal. One I liked more than the other, but one got more, I guess, viral, if you will, over the other. The one that was, I guess, viral. Not really, but it's already, dude. Within 30 minutes of posting, it already got like 700 views. I was like, what's going on? And not that it was like the laziest thing ever done. It's not. It was just, I mean, it's a 50 second short. Like, what could you do with that? It was just essentially a reaction, but hyped up, and it was clearly what it meant. Baby metal forever. Baby metal #1. Baby metal is #1, but of course, in my heart with this, there's a lot of room for #1s. Okay, all right. That #1 slot is like there's bands competing for it. Okay, all right. And the one that I like the most, though, was the one that took me the most effort. The one that, there's these shorts I do with a pickaxe or a pick hoe, all right? And I did that, and it was kind of crazy. It's probably going to seem as like, what is Mr. Demme doing? What's going on? What's this guy doing here? Is he okay? Is he drinking too much? Speaking of which, let's have a drink. Let's have a drink right now. Let's drink from the bottle. Hello, everyone in Japan that watch this. Here we go. This is what I do. Can't afford good Japanese whiskey, so I'm drinking this cheap cinnamon whiskey Fireball nonsense. It's not even good stuff, right? No. It's good for like parties. It's good for parties. We just dropped. What is going on here? You know, I do a speed test every time, and we were good. We're golden. We're golden for a little bit. Okay. Anyway. So the reason why I bring up the Fami stuff is because, well, Fami put up the video that she was talking about being chased off by a bunch of cockroaches. Let's play it. This is crazy. Like, this video right here is proof that Fami needs to be endorsed by Red Bull or Monster. Maybe Redline energy drink. I don't know if you ever had that. That stuff is pretty hardcore. Okay, let's play this. 3, 2, 1, let's go.
そういうのをね、あ、お茶箱ありがとうございます。おー、いい。まあ、待って。なんか、足元にちっちゃい G がいるんですけど、どうしたらいいね、本当にどうしたらいいちっちゃい G がいるんだけどね、どうしたらいいねえ。すいません、ちょっと待って、放送事故。ちっちゃいね、G が出てきた。待って、助け
I don't know what she's saying, but I know this. She saw a bug, she saw a roach, and she's startled and she's fleeing away. I don't know what it was. She made it sound as if it was like a super chat or something happened and a rush of bugs came on the screen. I don't know what she was talking about exactly. Lost in translation, right? Google Translate is not the best thing. But all I know this is that she saw something creepy, crawly, and ugly, and she was like, nope, get out of there. But we have 16 minutes of her panicking.
すいません、ちょっと待って、放送事故。ちっちゃいね、G が出てきた。待って、助けて。G 本当に世界で一番無理なんです。助けて、誰か助けて。知り合い誰かいい人助けて。ちょっと待って、一回画面止めますね。どうしたらいい？これは。
Wait, someone help me. Wait, I freeze the screen once. What should I do?
やめたらいい。ねえ。助けて。本当に助けてね。どうしたらいい？泣きそう。
There's some things you just don't need to translate because you just quite understand very simply, and it's this. She's grossed out by seeing a bug.
泣きそうなんだけど、ちょっと待って。ねえ、ちょっと待ってください。本当に待って。これ潰すしかないの？私が潰すしかないの？ちょっと。
This is how bad Google Translate is. Do you just see what it said? It said, I have no choice. Wait a minute. I have no choice but to crush this person. Google, I think she's talking about a bug, not a person. What is... I mean... Unless... Is Fami a serial killer? We don't even know. No.
待って。本当に待って。ちょっと、ツイキャス切ろうかな。本当に待ってほしい。
Should I cut it off?
助けて。本当に。
So it sounds like it's one bug. It's one roach. It got on her monitor or whatever, and she's freaking out. Oh! What do I do? Just knock it off. You know, I'm streaming in a garage. There's bugs all around me. Okay, my elaborate garage studio is in Houston, Texas. It's humid. It's hot. It attracts what? Roaches. Okay. All right, so we got plenty of them. No, if I see one, I do kill it immediately.
ちっちゃい小指の爪先みたいなね G が今いるの本当に助けて待って待って今ね一人暮らしのあれなんですよ一人暮らしの方にいる
How fast she talks, how rapid she is, dude. Must be endorsed by Red Bull, Monster, Redline Energy. One of them need to endorse her. I want to see that. I want to see a Monster can or Red Bull can, like on her amp or cabinet when she's playing live. That's what I want to see there. Kind of like how a lot of musicians, let's say like a notable one coming to mind is Misa, the bassist from Bandmate. There's always a bottle of Jim Beam on the or some sort of whiskey bottle on the cabinet that she has. You know, a lot of musicians do something like that. Maybe Fami can have a little can, maybe a tall can of Red Bull. I can see that. Other news regarding Love Bites is, so there's this new Metallica song that a lot of people have already probably reacted to. I don't really do reactions to like Western music. So like Metallica's Lux Eterna, as I'm not doing a reaction for that. You already heard it. You already know about it. It's Metallica. They don't need a reaction. Okay. But Miyako did a cover of it. It was a pretty good cover, and Metallica shared it. So Metallica has noticed Love Bites. Now, have they really noticed Love Bites? Because let me tell you something. Metallica, they might be a legacy. They are a legacy band. Okay, you can say all the things you want. You can say they're a sellout or whatever, but they are a legacy band. And do they really know about Love Bites? Or was this someone handling their Twitter account that promoted it? I would like to think that they do know about them. Maybe someone saw some videos there. Maybe Kirk. Kirk would probably be the most likely one. I don't know about Hetfield. I don't know if he would. Okay. But I think Kirk would be interested in what Miyako has to offer, or what she plays, what she does, and then be curious about Love Bites. Of course, we don't know. We don't really know, do we? I just found that interesting. In Deluxe Eterna, of course, I've heard the song. You want to know my opinion of it? It's Metallica going back to Metallica in a way. It sounds like a Kill 'Em All song, which is one of my favorite Metallica albums. There, I love that raw sound that they had there, which they can't get again, and they tried, but they shouldn't really aim for that, because the raw sound of Kill 'Em All was also because of, the bad. I mean, the quality has improved since then, I suppose, in a way. Okay? Oh, definitely. But I like it a lot. It kind of sounds like Motor Breath and Whiplash with little elements of Fuel. So, yeah, it's a good song. Yeah, but I did find it funny or interesting that perhaps someone in Metallica knows about Love Bites now. Interesting. Interesting. I should definitely check out their very thrash-heavy songs. All right. Now, let's shift course here to Baby Metal. All right, we're going to change it to Baby Metal here. We're going to talk about some stuff. I wanted to talk about the Sabaton tour real fast. So the Sabaton tour, the tour to end all tours here, has been announced. It's a pretty big announcement. The tour to end all tours is going to be touring all through Europe. Okay, pretty much dominating Europe. Okay. Looks like it's going to be freaking fantastic. I mean, they're going to Leeds, London, all the way from there to Tallinn, Munich, Tallinn, Berlin. They're going all over the place. Now, the reason why people were talking about this is because they're kind of curious. Some people are curious. Baby Metal fans are kind of... Well, a lot of people were talking about this because they're excited, first off, as they should be. It is a pretty big tour, and it's going to have Baby Metal there. and which is good news. And I'm not surprised that this is happening because it's not the first time that Sabaton has collabed and also toured with Baby Metal. They've done this before. They're familiar with it. It's like, hey, let's do it again. Let's have fun. Let's do it. And it all works out. Now, some people are talking about this because of other reasons. And I think it's kind of petty, honestly. Some people are like scratching their heads and wondering why Baby Metal's the opener for Sabaton. Well, because Sabaton kind of like helped put this together. They're like the main ticket. Okay. All right. And Europe is their area. It makes it like if Baby Metal wanted to do a lot of tours in Japan, would they bring Sabaton there? Would they do that? Would they? You know, to me, it makes sense that Sabaton would be the headliner for a Sabaton tour. I don't have a problem with Baby Metal being the opener. It's great that Baby Metal's even there. Okay? And some people are like, but why are they the opener? Like, they're the opener. They're a great act. Baby Metal's a great act. Sabaton recognized that. And then it's followed up by Sabaton. It's going to be good stuff. And, like, there's so much room for various little things that you could only see, that could only happen in the magic of playing live, performing live. This has happened before where you had, you're going to have the Kami band there, the Baby Metal band, and the instruments, okay? Playing on a stage, sharing stage with the Sabaton guys. Are you telling me that they're not going to have any sort of collab there live? Dude, it's going to be sweet. It's going to be great. All right? I'm hopeful for it. I'm looking forward to it. Clearly, of course, I'm not going. I mean, well, I'm not going to be able to afford one of those tickets. I'm not going to go over to Europe. Okay? All right? But if you can go, definitely do. I think there is another opening act. There is another opening act. It is escaping me at the moment. I think it's Lord. Yeah, Lordy. Okay. Yeah, so there's that. Okay. All right. This is Sabaton bringing their tour to end all tours Europe in April and May 2023. Special guests are Baby Metal and support is from Lordy. Okay. Some people were like, well, what does that mean? Who's the opening act? Well, technically, they're both opening acts. They're both opening for the big guy, which is Sabaton here, okay? It is what it is. It's not to be insulting or anything. It's okay. It's going to work out, all right? All right? It's going to be okay. Chill. Other news is that we have people, there's a vote being cast here, calling for a vote for the best metal songs of 2022, and on that list is Baby Metal, two of their songs, Monochrome and Divine Attack. This is coming from, loudsound.com, Metal Hammer. Now, there's a lot of good songs here on this list. I did vote for Baby Metal. I did that as well. But I will say, there's some really good contenders here. You got Ghost, Spillways. That's a pretty good song. I'm surprised that it's only second. I already put in my vote, so you can kind of see now like what it is like here. What I guess what the results are so far. I could refresh. Maybe things have changed. Well, hold on. Wait, how many times can you vote? Can you vote repeatedly? You probably can. You can probably spam this thing. Honestly, you can probably spam this thing. I don't want to do that. You know, I don't know how they're doing their votes there. But right now, Ghost, Call Me a Little Sunshine is in the lead, followed by Ghost Spillways. And I got to say, Ghost Spillways is a pretty good song. I'm surprised it's not number one there. And there's Rammstein here. You know, I said some things about Rammstein. I consider myself a pretty good Rammstein fan. I mean, I was a fan all the way through high school, from the Duhast days and Engel days to have had every album. You know, things get gone and thrown away and discarded, whatever, and move on. But I said something how sometimes Rammstein, there's songs where it sounds very Rammstein, sounds like kind of complacent, whatever. There's a Rammstein formula with certain songs. You know what I'm talking about. With that said, this Rammstein Ziet, am I saying that right? That song there, pretty good. Pretty good. But with that said, too, the music video, that's insane. I don't know if you guys are Rammstein fans, but definitely check it out. It is good stuff. Their music videos are always they're like cinematic. They're on a whole other level. Like none of these bands, Ghost, Slipknot, Baby Metal, even like a Rammstein music video is like cinematic. It's a movie. All right, you're like, you might not even like the song. You're watching it because it's like, oh, I mean, they go all out on it. With that said, I put my vote where I really think his here is Divine Attack and Monochrome, because I really do think the combination of the instrumentation and the voice of Sue and Moa really provides something that these other bands just don't offer. Just don't offer, you know, what I'm looking for. But I'm kind of curious how Metallica Lux Eterna's gonna happen, is how it's gonna climb on this chart. How's, you know, if it's gonna go up or down here. We'll see on that. I'm surprised Sabaton's Soldier of Heaven is so far down on this list. It's like so far down. That is a good song. You know, it got no respect. It's getting no respect there. I almost want to vote for them out of like, I don't know, because they need it. You know, just give it to them. Let's see. Any other mentions here? Anything else to mention? I thought there was another one. No, I think that's about it. I think that's about it here. Yeah. Yeah. Baby Metal. Speaking of Baby Metal, like, how are you guys feeling about the Monochrome and Divine Attack? Are you still enjoying those? Have they warmed on you? Do you have different? Have your feelings about those songs changed any at all? There was something I was mentioned in the Reddit that got my attention. There's a question. It says, "Is this anger a reference to Metallica's Saint Anger?" Which is something I don't know about you, but something that I once thought as well. I mean, every time I see Sis Anger, I'm thinking Saint Anger. I'm thinking Metallica's Saint Anger, which is bad. In fact, I said this in one of my, I think, talk about the Sis Anger song. One of my videos that I did is that one of the reasons why I skip past Sis Anger has nothing to do with Sis Anger. It has to do with the name of the song, because it reminds me of Saint Anger, and I don't like Metallica's Saint Anger, and it's bad. I mean, I don't like that song, but I realize that by doing that, I'm judging Sis Anger by something that it's not called Saint Anger. And Sis Anger obviously is a reference to Saint Anger. I'm thinking it's a reference to Saint Anger. There's some people who speculate it could be. Is that reference true? But I just want to put it out there that, you know, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong for doing that. I do recognize that, you know, I am wrong there, because set aside that little issue with the title, the song itself is very aggressive. It is very hardcore. In fact, it's the fastest Baby Metal song they have. Beats per minute, it is the fastest song. It is the most aggressive Baby Metal song to date. It is the heaviest Baby Metal song to date. Though that could be debated. I mean, some people are like, what do you mean by heavy? Like fastest? Or do you mean like a very powerful, very powerful note, very powerful sound? But when it comes to speed, beats per minute, it is clearly Sis Anger. I was almost going to call it Saint Anger. I was almost going to call it Baby Metal Saint Anger, but Baby Metal Sis Anger is definitely it. Okay. Is it a reference? Is it a reference? You know, I was looking over here. I was looking in the Reddit and see what some people had to say there. It's like, well, and people were just saying that, what do you expect? Well, it's supposedly a reference to a Metallica song without providing any sort of like citation or I don't know, like anything, like a sample from a quote from an interview, anything really. Then someone mentions KS Horn from Japan, says that in the Koba's book 10 Baby Metal Budokan, which, so a citation here, good. He says Sis Anger may be the fastest beat per minute that has ever been performed at Tokyo Dome. Probably faster than any song Metallica played at the Dome, except from excerpt from page 90 to 91. So proper citation. Look at that. But is it a reference to? Still, it doesn't really answer. Is it a reference? It kind of answers kind of like as far as the heaviest, the heavy factor of the song, but it doesn't answer that. And I don't know if we're gonna get a clear answer. That's where I kind of go to the chat and go to the comments section. Like, what do you think about that? Is Baby Metal Sis Anger very much related or a reference title wise to Saint Anger? It's been a long time since I listened to Saint Anger. I don't like the song. I hate the sound of the whole freaking album. I just hate that album. The album is not a good album. Okay? And thank God Sis Anger doesn't sound anything like it. If it did, it would be horrible, I think. All right? Ugh. So, I don't see the reference other than just title. And maybe that's just coincidence. Maybe. But there's other songs that have interesting references. There's some that are obvious because bands have worked with them, like Dragon Force. Hey, why does Road of Resistance sound like a Dragon Force song? Well, surprise, surprise, Dragon Force helped out in writing the song. Oh, okay, that explains it. You know? Why does what is it? Oh, In the Name Of. Why does In the Name Of, which is it's an instrumental track in Metal Galaxy. That's the one you might recognize the song with a lot of tribal drum beats. Okay, it might sound like an opener. It is kind of like a stage opener. It's also, and someone had the Baby Metal fandom had informed me on this when I did a video about is Metal Galaxy kind of schizo-brained a little bit, but in a good way. And it's being a conceptual album there, and that In the Name Of is the album transitioning from being a Metal Galaxy tour of various sounds across the globe, across the galaxy, I suppose. That in transitioning from that to now we're back home, I guess Japan, and talking about recognizing the loss of a member there, the loss of oh man, his name has escaped me here. The guitarist, God, I want to say, I could see it in my mind's eye. You know, I could see it, but I don't know if it's right. Oh man, and it's short. I think it's like Mike something. Oh, man, what is it? Mikio. Oh, Mikio. The loss of him. And, okay. But that song, In the Name Of, if you listen to it, it clearly has reference to other bands, like especially Brazilian bands like Soulfly or Sepultura, okay? Definitely more Sepultura, which those members are kind of shared and joined, aren't they? I mean, it's been a while since I've done a deep dive into Soulfly, Sepultura, and what is the other one that's very similar? Man, Cavalier Conspiracy, is that it? Ah, man, see, there's certain other, there's other bands that have like this interesting lore around it. There's like this nice history to it. Anyway, In the Name Of has that reference, and it's clear. I think Koba was once quoted as saying something that he likes the tribal drums. Of course, maybe I'm making that up, but you know, maybe I heard this somewhere, or read this somewhere. And then let's see. I think Night Night Burn, while it does have a lot of Latin sound to it, like Latin sound with the drums and all that, there's a part in that song that when it comes on, it reminds me of System of a Down. And like System of a Down, I'm trying to think of the song really. Oh, it's like, I think it's on the Toxicity album. I think that's, there's a sort of arrangement. It's like in the middle part of the song. Like you, when it comes in, you'll probably notice it. Like listen to Night Night Burn, and there's a part where it kind of shifts. It's not, yeah. I think you'll notice it. I think you will. Anyway, well, my point of that is that there are other baby metal songs that do have an interesting musical reference to other bands. Okay, I mean that's what's going to happen here with baby metal. I mean, Koba Metal's obviously taking elements and bits that work from other bands, inspired by that. Is okay, let's use that. Let's make it baby metal though, and have fun with it. It gives something that the people want, which is great. That's what they're doing there. All right. Lastly, we're gonna wrap this up by talking about NEMOPHILA. NEMOPHILA here. Oh man, they're being mentioned here in. Let's see. We got this nice this magazine here, which I mean, that looks so cool. I mean, I haven't seen this magazine before. Not gonna pretend that I have. Okay. All right. It does look pretty cool though. Metalian. Okay. All right. But what's interesting about this cover, let's make it bigger, is that you have the members of NEMOPHILA looking like bad girls. Okay. They're all leather jacket. They have their smirk. Mayu can pull it off. Mayu's doing a great job. All right. Saki is pulling it off. All right. Everyone's pulling it off except for Tommy. You know, Tommy has that smile right there. Look at that. Look at that smile. She can't help. Like she doesn't look like a bad girl. She looks like she's dating the bad girl. Okay, she looks like she's the bad girl's girlfriend. Okay, and I mean that in a good way though, because okay, it's endearing. It's nice. Okay, I'm surprised Haraguchi-san is able to pull off the bad girl look. Okay, because between Haraguchi-san and Tamu, I couldn't tell you who has the better smile. Okay, they both smile quite a bit when they're playing. If you ever seen them play live, you know what I'm talking about. The happiest rhythm section and pretty much the J metal scene, I would say. But looking forward to this. This magazine is not out yet, but it's pretty. First off, it looks like it's gonna be in Japanese. So they read Japanese. But if you want to collect it, you have to collect it. I'm interested in what they have to say, what the interview is, if there is an interview, what the article says. It also has reference to other bands like Lonesome Blue. Lonesome Blue, that's a band that actually had some collab with Asami from LOVEBITES. Look at that. Let's see. Oh, look, we have Fate Gear. Fate Gear's reference, hopefully in a positive light. Fate Gear is one of those bands that I like, but I wish I could like more. Like, I'll just put it that way. Fate Gear is a band that I'm hopeful. I'm looking forward. I'm always curious about what they're releasing. Okay, and it may not be on the same level as other bands, but you know, it's good. That's good. You know, it's Fate Gear. It's Captain Mina. All right. The Crossfade's also referenced. They're really good. Let's see. Oh, I was going to talk about this unlisted video. So I can't play this video. I'm not going to play this video here. It's unlisted. All right. And not going to play it. I don't think it can. I think I'm not supposed to. Okay. All right. It's an unlisted video. It was sent to members only. Somehow it got leaked. Some people could react to it. I'm not doing that. Okay. But I have already watched it. I could tell you what it's about. All right. It's pretty much a trailer. It's pretty much a trailer for the upcoming album, Seize the Fate. And in that trailer, they talk about the release date and the upcoming tour dates. They also have the members of the band give their favorite song on the upcoming album. And it starts off with Haraguchi-san, and when they talk about it, they play a little bit of the song in the background, kind of low. And there's bits and pieces of songs that we haven't heard yet. We have not heard these songs yet. And like I said, I've watched this with Google Translate, and I will tell you what I got from the Google Translate. And it could be horrible. First off, Google Translate somehow translated Seize the Fate to Cheese the Student. So according to Google Translate, their upcoming album is not Seize the Fate. It is Cheese the Student, which I don't understand how that's even possible, but whatever. That's how bad Google Translate is, okay? All right. Then it goes into Haraguchi-san, talking about how she's excited for the upcoming tour and that her favorite song is Zen, and that she highly recommends this song because of the lyrics. To her, the lyrics are different and that they make the listeners face themselves, which is I found kind of interesting because as a NEMOPHILA fan, as someone who's covered NEMOPHILA videos on this channel, especially the lyric videos, I've actually found that message in a lot of their songs. That message being, hey, you got to face your fears, or you got to don't quit. You got to get up. You got to, there's a lot of the message of persevere. Okay. Persevere against all odds. But to Haraguchi-san, there must be something about this song that stands out from the others on that message, because she recommended that song based on that. And she claims that it's something that the band has not had before, and tone-wise, that it's more metalcore than any of the other songs that they've ever had, and it's one of her favorites, what she recommended. Then it goes into Saki, and Saki looks amazing. Haraguchi-san looks great too. Saki looks amazing. She always does. Her bit's a little short. She's kind of to the point. And she says her favorite song is, she called it Scorching Sun. That's what Google Translate called it. Enten, E-N-T-E-N. She says that it's, this is what Google Translate said. She said, to the most severe fine in the history of NEMOPHILA, and we'll have drum live. I'm not sure what that means. I don't know what that means. Most severe fine in the history of NEMOPHILA. If maybe she means it's the most fine-tuned song in the history of NEMOPHILA, and in the other part where it says we'll have drum live, I don't know. Drums have always been there. Maybe something will happen with the drums. Maybe there will be a drum solo. Don't know, but that's Google Translate. Don't blame the messenger. All right, work with what I have. All right, the other member that talks about the next member that comes on to talk about the album is Hazuki. Hazuki talks about her favorite song is I wrote it down here. Her favorite song is Adabana. Adabana. The one, Adabana is a fruitless flower. I believe that's what it means. It's, I thought that song was really good. I enjoyed that song too. She enjoyed that song. Hazuki recommended that song because it's a song that has a lot of development to it. There's a lot of layers to it, and it's one that you can sing together. It kind of has that atmosphere, but her part is a little short, and it kind of stops. And then Taimu comes in, and she says her favorite part, her favorite song on this upcoming album, Seize the Fate, is Back into the Wild. And the reason why it's her favorite is because she feels, when she's playing the drums on this track, that she feels like she's going back to the wild. That she feels to sound like Sepultura, or going back to the primitive. Playing the drums as if she's going back into the wild. Okay? Which I don't know what that means because we've seen Tamu drum, and she's like a freaking she is an ape on that kit. She's, you know, it's incredible what she could do. So I am very intrigued by this. I want to see what she looks like when she plays the song live. I want to hear the song, and I want to see what she looks like when she plays it live. I bet she's like a beast on the drum set. Oh man! And Mayu did not make an appearance on this video, other than what you see there on the screen. She did not make an appearance to say what her favorite track is because she has a baby. She has a baby now, a beautiful baby. Okay. Yeah. But I'm looking forward to it. I thought this video was nice. Like I said, I didn't react to it. I didn't do any sort of reaction and put it up because it's unlisted, and it's still unlisted there. I checked just now, so it's probably not. I don't feel good about doing that. That, you know, clearly is for members only. But it did leak, and we did get some information out from it, though it's through Google Translate. So, you know, you got to use what you have. You got to work with what you have there. Okay. Let's see. Any other news that we have here? Anything else to say? I think that just the covers just about everything. Oh, well, let me put this on the screen real fast. Yeah. Let me do this. Mayu has a baby now. Mayu, the singer for NEMOPHILA, is now officially a mom. And she's not the only mom in NEMOPHILA. She is Tamu is a mother of 2. So it's no stranger to the band. Like they mentioned before that they've used. They essentially kind of have a daycare sometimes, but behind, I guess behind the scenes, which is nice. You know, I guess it works out for them. Let's see if we can bring up the tweet here. She does promote it. She does show it off. Let's see. What she had. Hopefully she didn't take it down. It's one of those things, kind of like in the moment of, you know? Like you put it out there, but you may not keep it out because, you know, some people may kind of react to, okay. Because fans can be kind of a little too weird. Okay. It says, on 11/22nd, we released a healthy baby boy. It was a difficult experience that cannot be expressed in words, but yeah, I mean, that's childbirth, all right. But what I could say is thank you for being born to us. I wonder if they chose good couples day earlier than the scheduled date. Let's continue to cherish every day. Positive message. And I'm not sure what good couples day is. Sounds like a holiday in Japan. Maybe it's similar to that of Valentine's. Not sure. I don't know. Maybe it's just a day for couples to, I don't know, celebrate still being a couple, which is a feat in its own right? Relationships, am I right? Man. Anyway. Yeah. So what does that do? Does that mean she's no longer in the band? Does that slow things down? No! Are you kidding? Like I said, Tamu has 2 kids and she drums. She's a beast on the kit and she tours. Like, they're still gonna play. They're still gonna do shows. They'll come to the States again. They'll go to Europe. They're gonna have some fun. All right? Well, with that said, that just about covers everything we had to talk about with regarding Love Bites, Baby Metal, and NEMOPHILA. Hope you guys enjoyed this stream. And there's some things I said in the beginning that are very true. That that I wanted you guys to know, and want to go by that. Okay. I feel like there's a change happening, and it's for the better. With that said, y'all take it easy and have a good one.